Nolagent here at Maïs Arepas. Get something here. Yeah.
Welcome to Nolagent. Let the good times roll. In this episode of our New Orleans travel vlog, we're on a best sandwich search as we visit Maïs Arepas for Colombian food. Maïs Arepas is located in New Orleans at 1200 Carondelet Street, which is about 10 minutes and 2 miles away from the New Orleans French Quarter. This Colombian food restaurant has become noted for their interesting variety of arepas sandwiches, along with other Colombian food and drinks which they offer. Arepas are corn cakes which are used in the northern region of South America and are used in making delicious sandwiches. New Orleans has a lot of great food, and that includes some of the best sandwiches I've ever eaten anywhere. But there's not a lot of other sandwiches in New Orleans like these arepas. So let's go ahead and head on inside here and check this place out. I've eaten here quite a few times, but it's been a few years since my last visit, and there's been a few changes in here since the last time I was in here. So this section of the restaurant with the bar all looks exactly the same. They've got a lot of wonderful decorations all throughout, and this is always the area that I've been in to sit at in the past here at the bar. They've got lots of great decorations all on the walls there, and this bar has always been a pretty comfortable spot to enjoy a meal. Now, as I look around, there's been some additions to the restaurant that I haven't seen yet. So if we go through this door right here, there's a whole nother dining area that's brand new to me. So I'm not quite sure when they added all this extra dining area space. It is quite interesting to see all this additional space they've added. So they really have grown since I was last here. Well, let's get back to the bar and check out the menu. So we have entraditas with empanadas, calinas, ceviche de camarón, maize de la rueda, picada, copitas de plantaino, sampler, buñuelos, brochetas, ensalada. Then we have a choice of chicken breast, skirt steak, or shrimp, and then secos with pescado frito and pea, costales de cerdo, bandeja paisa, ajiaco, carne asada. Then we have arepa with machada, which is braised skirt steak, cerdo with mojo marinated and roasted pulled pork, marinara with grilled Gulf shrimp, pabellon with braised skirt steak, Maïs Arepas with grilled chorizo, reina grilled shredded chicken, Buenaventura with sauteed Gulf shrimp and chorizo, carnicera with grilled skirt steak, palo grillado, grilled chicken breast, veggie. Then we have salsas with chimichurri, rosada, fogiao, spicy ají. Then postres with tres leches, flan, maracuya, Maduero gelato. Then we have a menu of adult beverages, and I'm not even going to attempt to butcher the pronunciation of those words like I just did on the other food menu. So I decided to get the machada arepa, which is the skirt steak, and it comes with a side of plantain chips, and you get to choose your nice little sauce here. Ooh, they have some nice tasty versions of all the sauces. And these arepa are such delicious, tasty food items. They're such a great sandwich. And the arepa little cake is so nice and flavorful. It certainly has a very unique flavor compared to the other breads and things that we use for sandwiches that I'm familiar with. So this is quite a nice, delicious treat. And they certainly seem to have added a lot more meat to the arepa than they had during the last many visits I went to a few years ago. So I'm glad to see they have upped the size portion of the protein. As hey, you know, I do like to have more protein. Yeah. So, this sandwich is also blazing hot. I'm like burning my mouth a little bit even attempting to eat it right now. It's like, whoa. This thing is super duper hot. This meat is just way, way hot. And it's also really flavorful though. And all this ooey gooey cheese is going together quite nicely. So there really is a great combination of flavors, and I'm really enjoying the sandwich. Other than it's so good, I'm being kind of ridiculous and attempting to eat it while it's too hot to eat, really. I should let this thing cool down a few more minutes, but I'm hungry and I need to eat it now because it smells so good. Ooh, and there's so much good flavor here. Yum, yum. This is very, very nice. I am definitely enjoying each and every bite. Plenty of just amazing textures in here and flavors that you just don't get from a lot of other types of sandwiches. And ooh, I'm making good headway in here, and there's still lots of ooey gooey melted cheese. So this is quite a pleasant experience. It is, of course, going down way too fast. So this is not a sandwich that takes me a long time to get through. They're actually pretty easy to eat. They stay together quite nicely. The structural integrity overall is pretty good. So they are quite nicely put together. They certainly know what they're doing here. They've been doing it for quite a while now. So they certainly have perfected it. Now we finished the sandwich. And now we've got some of the things that might have fallen out here with the ooey gooey cheese on the plantain chip. Oh, yeah. Here we go. We got a few more of these little things that fell with the ooey gooey cheese and some meat I can put on the plantain chip to have a little nacho here. Yeah, look at this goody goodness. Oh, yeah. So there's certainly a nice little satisfaction from the crunchiness of these plantain chips. I really do enjoy fried plantains, and I would say I probably like fried plantains better than these chip plantains. If you're going to have the chip version, though, this is certainly a good way to have them. This is probably a healthier way to eat chips than just potato chips, I would guess. Of course, haven't researched that. So any of you people that want to go research that and give me a nice scientific report back to let me know if potato chips or fried banana chips are more healthy. That would be a great idea for a research project. So after you finish the arepas sandwich, these chips go down pretty fast. They're a good, nice little crunchy mouth cleansing of the palate so that you can get yourself ready and start digesting the food. So everything has gone down just quite nicely and it's been a very enjoyable experience. And these last few little crunchy bites are just getting my last little bit of appetite sedate and happy. And I'm actually starting to feel quite full, honestly. So this was quite an enjoyable experience. And now, just like I've totally destroyed the arepa and the chips, go ahead and destroy that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment below. Let me know what you thought about this arepa and the little banana chips. And while you're down there, make sure to check out the link to my Patreon account. I do work for tips, and I appreciate any help with that. So the total for this meal was $19.28 before tip. So for my next visit, I wanted to sample some cocktails, as I've actually never had them here, but I've heard they're great.
Nola Bent Mojito. Roast. Cheers.
All right, here's the second round. What do you think this is? It's definitely an interesting looking drink.
Nola Bent. Caprieta. Prost. Longeva. Cheers. Yeah.
So next up, I got a marinara arepa with Gulf shrimp. This looks really nice and delicious, and it's got an amazing smell. So look at all this beautiful avocado on here as well. Ooh. Oh yeah, the first bite is really wonderful. This is very tasty and delicious. So this is a lot more light than the skirt steak one was, and it's definitely got a nice flavor all its own. It doesn't have that juicy, beefy goodness, of course, that I really enjoyed in that first arepa I ate. Now, this is certainly, it's got its own special variety of flavors that are also quite nice and good. A little bit more light and refreshing, and it goes with the cocktails I'm drinking, I think, a bit better than the skirt steak would have. So I think this is a very nice pairing of the cocktails and the Gulf shrimp on here, along with all the other wonderful little ingredients that are also part of this arepa. And the avocado also gave it some nice textures and flavors as well. There's a little crunchiness to it with some, I think it's red cabbage in here that's been marinated a bit. So really good flavors. This is going down really quick and easy. It's not blazing hot like the other one, so it's actually a little easier and quicker to eat. So I've managed to get through this one a lot faster. There's not a lot of ooey gooey cheese on here either, though. So I guess that maybe makes it kind of a little more balanced to eat, I suppose. All right, this is definitely very, very easy and quick to eat here. Ooh, that was definitely a lot faster than the skirt steak. You still have a few little combinations of some shrimp that fell out with some of these plantain chips. And there's really some nice things going on with the flavors here, with the sauce that I got with it. So it's certainly another success, I would say, overall. I definitely have enjoyed all the flavors and components here. And of course, the plantain chips always give you that nice little extra dipping tool to use to make sure you don't waste any of the delicious sauce or any of the other pieces. Okay, here's my last little chip and last little bit of sauce, and here it goes. And now, just like I totally destroyed this Arepas on the chips, go ahead and destroy that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment below. Let me know what you thought about this Arepas and the chips. And while you're down there, make sure to check out links to my Patreon account. I do it for tips. I appreciate any help with that. So just like I totally destroyed this cocktail, destroy that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, comment below, let me know what you thought about this cocktail. Then the bill arrived, and the total before tip was $42.98. So, thanks so much to everybody at Maïs Arepas for some fantastic food and some good times. And thanks so much to all of you out there for tuning into the Nolagent channel, especially to my Patreons. Would you kindly just take a moment to share this video with any of your friends or contacts that would enjoy it? Then tune in next time for more good food, good times, and good people. Nolagent here, and thanks so much for watching. And just go ahead and destroy this video right here to keep up with the fun.